This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Two teams that have met at least twice a year since 1932. The Lions and Packers underway from Lambeau. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
We go tonight. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 12. Cut.
They'll run for the first time with a speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at this Packers defense. They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Another run for Gibbs here. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a run that will energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
We go tonight.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Those defense for the Packers, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Tiger.
Goff now to throw. Pass incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
14.
From the gun, here's Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 38-yard line. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Well, they told us that he was just going to be a bear to defend. And usually tight ends are, Charles, but he's no exception to that rule. His 2nd catch of the opening possession, and it gets him a first down.
Yeah, and they certainly saw something on his earlier reception. He went back and reported what he found. And one of the things about him, he's like a wide receiver to me, Brandon. He has a great sense of space and understanding where defenders are.
Yeah, we talk all the time, Charles, and it kind of gets cliche about the hands that he has, but really it's the truth. They're, for a tight end, some of the best hands in the game. This is 2nd and 8.
Flip. 5.
Here's Goff. He'll get this one to Patrick. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set them up 1st and goal.
Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
Cut.
They'll run with Gibbs. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Hey, 76! 76! 76! Harbaugh. Hey, let's go. Go, Brown. Hey,
back to throw. Goff. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal.
Obama.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
Bates' kick is good, and the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead.
And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
Ready? 19 Lions. Hey, smash. Panther 11. Panther 11. Take go.
To throw now. Here's Love. And that'll be incomplete.
You talk about this Lions defense.
They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
A short throw to Musgrave.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Throwing. Love. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. To the air again. Love.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Lions will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
After the interception, here's Goff.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
Go.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
A toss out right to Gibbs.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a first down.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
Going back to Gibbs on first down. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now it's gone.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Romeo Doubs,
his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Here's Robinson.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Goff. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one good for 26 and a first down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
To the air again, Goff. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, and that is incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Second and 10.
Super 66.
Now Goff.
Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
Again, Goff.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. And off to Gibbs, headed right here.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to move back in front.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Love, they go play action now.
A short throw to Musgrave.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Love from the gun. Across midfield. And finally down at the 36-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Going back to Love.
Looking deep here for Dobbs.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Romeo Dobbs
With his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Packers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. That's to the tight end, Laporta.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
2 for 1. 2 for 1. We go. Hey, kill. Hey, 5. What?
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Packer pressure, and down he goes. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Hold on. Check.
Gone. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
76, tell him. 76. We go. 76.
Here's Goff. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he goes out right around the 39. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. That 4th down decision, unconventional but effective, and they indeed come up now with a 1st and 10, a fresh set of downs.
Here's Goff. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. It's a loss of 3 on what should be the final play of the first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
Warriors 70. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Dragon 60.
Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 40 yards. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Tiger, Tiger.
Goff now to throw.
That throw taken in by Jameson Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
14.
Goff now looks to throw.
A short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
5. Average wall. Hey, 76.
Goff throwing again. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Back to throw, Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Now a toss play to Gibbs.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
The tackle there by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they're through it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Lions are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Gibbs. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Louis.
Here's Goff. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Go, 12, go. Shell.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, Shell.
They go ahead and snap it. Goff. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
70 range. Ready. Go.
Throwing. Love. He's able to find Melton. He's got space past the 25.
And he'll finally be taken down at the 29-yard line. Three quarters have come and gone.
Love now.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
18, Pioneer. 7 Pirates. 19 tight. Ready.
Working out of the gun. Love. This pass complete to Melton.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. In trouble, and he's taken down.
Was Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
A truly all-around great effort against the pass today. First an interception, now getting to the quarterback for the first time in this contest. I think offensively, they just forgot to prepare for him or simply overlooked him in getting ready for this one. Either way, a big mistake, and he's making them pay for it.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Trap 60.
Now Love. Pass complete across the formation to Melton. Down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Packers!
Bo Melton.
59 yards.
And the Packers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
In motion goes Patrick.
Off play action. Here's Goff. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery.
They got the fumble recovery. Now here's Love to pass.
Looking deep here for Dobbs.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
To throw now. Here's Love. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
On fourth down, Love. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long.
Now, there was a time when I would have been upset at teams throwing the ball with a big lead late, but I've evolved a little bit. I've come around. Ultimately, they're looking for first downs, and if they think the air is the best place to do it, then so be it. In addition, you probably got a quarterback gets a nice bonus if he keeps completing passes. So they want to keep throwing the football? Fine by me.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Looking deep here for Dobbs.
That's caught inside the 20. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. To pass, here's Jordan Love.
Completed out left to Dobbs.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Romeo Dobbs
with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point from McManus is good. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Ric Flair. We go tonight. 5, 5, 5, 5. Harbaugh. 12, 12. What?
Now Goff. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Super 1. Listen. Super 66. Cut.
A shotgun snap for Goff.
They'll find Williams on the slant.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
Super 1. What?
Throwing again is Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining.
Hey, kill. Hey, 5. Turbo set.
One last throw here for Goff. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time is run out now on this game.